What's going on? Welcome back to Your Lake Fork Guide. I said it last week, I'll say it again. It should not take too much to get you excited because we're in East Texas, the land of giant bass, and we're going pre-spawn bass fishing.
That's what we do with the scope, baby.
Phone is all problems forgot, cause I'm gone fishing, gone fishing, gone fishing.
Yeah. Oh, truck like a bit. Pre-spawn bass fishing, East Texas, land of the giants. We got them here. Y'all know that, man. It ain't just fork. We got a lot of places with some really high quality fish. I like to rotate lakes every once in a while. I used to do that back in the day when I made these on the water videos. We're gonna do that again this year. Give you guys a little different viewing pleasure. We'll be back at Fork soon enough. Don't worry. But today we're going to a little small lake, so I'm not gonna say the name. I got David Ozio, fellow guide on Lake Fork, man. Great guy, great fisherman, lots of years of experience. We're gonna get together, go hang out. We're fishing about a half a day today, and we're gonna take you guys along for the ride on a lake that me and David have really no knowledge on, man. We're just trying to figure it out. My initial thoughts are, with everything that's been going on temperature-wise, you know, we've been kind of slowly, gradually warming. We had a good little warm trend a week or two ago. We've been kind of slowly maintaining and warming a little bit at a time since then. Water started creeping to the low 60s in the shallow water. It's warm enough for them to spawn, but they're not really spawning yet. I think they're waiting on a moon. So what I anticipate today is we're going to fish not quite on the bank. They're going to be out off it a little bit, depending on the depth of water we find in those creeks that we're on this lake today. You know, that's going to depend on what day we catch them. It may be 2 foot, it may be 10 foot. We don't know, maybe anywhere in between. But either way, it should be really good, man. It's always, pre-spawn is always a great time to fish, and we are right on the cusp of spawning now, so we're deep into the old pre-spawn cycle. This ought to be fun.
Throws back up there again. It had to be a bedfish because then he catches a 3-pounder, and then he kept working that little area right there, a little 15-foot stretch of bank.
Come off, biggin. Cheddar, no, you ain't gonna believe what I did there. So chatterbait, saw him on scope, threw it out there, like got it by him and just shook and let it fall. And he went down to the bottom and ate it dead still off the bottom like a jig.
That looks like a fish.
He come up again.
No, I was gonna say that's moving sideways.
Hey,
Look at this.
it's a little guy. Oh, that's a little rat.
I was gonna say there's just no way there ain't no bucks around here.
That's not even a buck. That's a yearling. It's just like one.
We didn't get skunked, I'm telling you.
Chatterbait.
Oh, what a chatterbait.
No.
Say,
Come on. There we go. Folks at home, finally got one in the boat. Well, David got one. Now I got one. I want to make sure to point out that mine was definitely bigger than Dave's. I believe I'm scoping in this shallow ass water. How about that? Scoped him. Better one. That's what we do with the scope, baby. Yeah, I might need that. That would probably be good. He's got choked. I kind of poured the coals to him a little bit on the hook set. So
I'll see if I can knock him off for you. Scope master.
What are you scoping, baby? Nice one right there. Finally a good one. I've hooked two that I felt like we're definitely bigger than this. I've been on a losing fish trend here lately. We're gonna straighten it out one of these days. It ain't even March yet. We'll get there here in a minute. That's a good one. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna give you a little tip. So, you guys just saw me catch one on a chatterbait scoping, and I'm true scoping, like dropping it on the fish, shaking it, popping it up and down, doing things, manipulating the bait. You saw me last week doing it with a Little John crankbait. My biggest tip for scoping when you're new to it, fish the baits you're confident in. Y'all know how much I fished chatterbait over the years. I'm back here in shallow water. They're moving back. We're still scoping them, but I'm using a bait that I'm confident in, and I can manipulate that better and do tricks with that bait to get them to bite it better than I could fishing something I'm not familiar with. So it doesn't have to be a scope bait. It don't have to be a minnow. It don't have to be a fuzzy ball. You can catch them on all different kinds of things, but use something you're confident in.
That's a pretty good catch.
Throw it right up there. Hang on. Let me look at one time. Really want to. Oh, yeah, I'll move. Yeah, I'll move. I mean, kind of right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew it, dude. I knew there was a school out there. I just couldn't get him to trigger on that chatterbait. Figured we'd give him something else to look at. Rattle trap.
And he choked it.
Hey, scope with what you're confident in, guys. I'm telling you, if it's a bait you got confidence in, you can work it.
He choked
You're going to
it.
be so good with that bait, you're going to make them bite it if it's something you're experienced with and confident in. Dave, you like that?
He ate that thing beyond understanding. Good.
It's
Lord.
pretty cool seeing that, you know, because I was like, I told you, I was like, hey, look, right there. Like, and then I said, hold on, let me line them back up for
He
you.
pointed it out. There wasn't no doubt.
Good job, dude. That's the thing about scope too, Dave, is like, you got to be able to catch them, man. Like, you know, I can see, anybody can go out there and see them. I mean, it doesn't take you long to learn. I mean, it does take some learning, but it doesn't take you long. Like, what I'm doing is a little bit more advanced because we're in very, very shallow water, scoping with active target, and that takes a little more interpretation and skills with the scope. But hell, anybody can see them once you get familiar with it, but triggering the bites is the hard part.
Well, the interesting thing about today, more so than anything on the map, is all morning, we got here at 7 o'clock. We've been seeing those fish.
Yeah.
Absolutely seeing them. They follow it, turn off, follow it, turn off. And I had 2 or 3 that thumped the bait, didn't take it.
Yeah.
Now we're here a little bit later on in the morning, and I kept saying that, you know what, we need a little sunshine, and those fish should start to light up.
And this,
Especially in this clarity of water, and lo and behold, here in the last 20, 30 minutes, bang, 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 bang.
that boy, Big Money Dave.
There we go.
20 seconds after we got done talking.
Oh, he just...
Oh! You sucker.
Wait. That's FBZ. That's Facebook zone. He was within 10 feet. That counts.
The Facebook zone.
FBZ. I call it the FBZ. Facebook zone. So if he's within 10 foot, it counts.
You know, these days, I don't know you won't spend too much time in the Facebook zone. Might be some weird things. Might be some weird stuff these days happening in the Facebook zone.
Oh, that's all right.
I see you. I see you.
I see him. There he is. Right beside it.
Scoping them off the tree.
Oh, it's a crappie.
That's a crappie?
The crappie.
That's a
Look at the
giant.
size of this crappie.
Holy crap, that's a big crappie. Like, you had a hard time boat flipping him, dude.
Look at this.
Show me that crappie, Dave.
Running the old rattle trap there next to that stump over there, and look what we snagged onto. Look at that, look. Now, you know what? That'd be
big crappie.
That would be a dinner table delight.
And that's
right
a
there.
black crappie. They don't typically get as big as a white. That's a
Dinner table
giant.
delight. All right, back in the water.
Oh, boy. Oh, nice. Very nice.
Get the net.
Hold on, man. I'm trying to video stuff here.
Get the net.
Get the net. I'm trying to make cinema here. Holy crap, that's a big one. I'm working on it. I'm trying.
Hey, net boy.
Dude, it came apart on me.
Hey, net boy.
It came apart on me, Dave. Here, I got one hand on the net.
Come on.
He's in the net.
Come on, net boy.
I was trying to get a jump or something. You wouldn't let me.
Net boy.
That's a good one.
Come on, net boy.
You're all hung up in the net. All right, you can go ahead.
So it's like I said, folks. I said, you know, I mean, we saw these fish swimming around in here a while ago, but we couldn't get them to bite. Now, just begging for the sun to come out. The water's a little bit off color, and I mean, it's got maybe 10 inches of clarity, but These fish, we could see them, we just couldn't get them to bite until Mother Nature helped us out here with a little bit of sun. That's a good one.
I just hope y'all hear any of that because the wind is going.
Oh, I'm
berserk
sure they
right
did.
now.
It's probably good, but that's a good 5+.
Dude, these short struck me like right there. Watched him come up and eat it. Like I was pulling out of the water as he did it. That was strange.
FBZ.
Huh?
FBZ.
Yeah.
Facebook zone.
Oh yeah, Facebook zone.
Facebook zone.
Yeah. Old fishing guide. You can't listen to nothing fishing guides say, you know. Man, first and foremost, big thank you to Big David Ozio for coming and hanging out with me today, helping me figure it out, man. David's a smart guy, a lot of fishing experience, really helped me talk through and figure some fish out. They didn't make it easy, man. We started the day off, spent a lot of time trying to scope and do some different things out on the May Lake early and spinning our wheels, man. Saw some good fish, threw at them, not much reaction. Even when we first went shallow for a while, weren't getting a lot of reactions. It was a grindy day, not really sure why. Everything about that day by the book says it should have been good from the jump. We should have really whacked them. And I know that lake does have some good fishing. Obviously, we saw some quality out of it today, right? We did catch some quality, but not quite the numbers of quality I was hoping for. It could always be better, but it sure could have been worse. We caught a couple good ones and had a good time with a good friend of mine. And short day today, but you know, the main thing that I took away from today was those fish were really shallow. Like we were fishing in a couple, 2 to 3 foot of water. But they were in the middle. They were in the middle. I think a lot of people miss the boat when you get these warming trends, and they always, fish the bank lines. Like they're going to move into that warm water, but that don't mean they're going to go all the way up to the bank sometimes. So sometimes you need to be aware of that middle, that low spot out there, and kind of hang around that. And that was the key for us today for the bites we did get was, getting into the middle of that shallow warming area was a really, really big deal as you guys saw. So hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little something from it. As always, we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Your Lake Fork Guide.